This is Terranol with Twisted Ski Performance Horses. We are on a mission to create a world-class 2-year-old program that specializes in a ring cow horse. Today we're doing a review with Apache. We're going over what we've worked on this past week with him, and we're slowly advancing him, getting him more comfortable with what we're doing, and just putting more miles under his feet. And so we'll kind of do a short little review with him, and we'll show you where we are with him. So we've kind of done some groundwork with him. A lot of what I've noticed helps him quite a bit is backing him on the ground and just doing some more, and then doing those desensitizing exercises. Just helps take the edge off of him. And so we've been doing that on the ground, working on that on the ground, and then going and getting on him. And our goal is to where he carries us around without grabbing himself all the time. Right now, and getting soft to our hands and soft to this bit. Get to where we can ideally get a horse that be calm and relaxed. And so we want to remind him of getting soft right here as soon as I get on him. And this is just the foundation of, we want to make sure we have this on him and reminding him of it when we do get on him, so if he spooks or jumps around or anything, we can get his attention and get him stopped again. Again, he's still concerned about a lot of things being behind him. That includes us being on him behind him. And so it's just more of us practicing those one rein stops and getting him comfortable with us being on him. He thinks that wind blowing through my hat is something he's concerned about. When I'm wearing a coat, he'll do the same thing. It's just something he's got to get over. So we want to be in the middle of him. I want to be able to reach down and pull him around if I need to. But at the same time, we do have to just ride him and help him get over that. We could do a bunch of groundwork with him, a bunch of desensitizing. He'll be good that day, and then have to go and do it again tomorrow. All I know is just keep riding him, letting him experience it, to where he finally figures out it's nothing to be worried about. See that whistling in my hat? He grabs himself, humps up, but he walked out of it. So that was good. He relaxed back down. He's lowering his head, and so I'm gonna let him. I'll let him kind of just ease around here, and walk around. And if he goes to run off like that, I'm gonna pull him around. So he needs to know he can't do that. That's not all right. I'll let him commit to the mistake. pull him back around, get him to stop, get soft, and we're gonna go again. See, he gets kind of worried right there. Raises his head, gets worried, starts looking behind him. But then he relaxed back down, thought about it, relaxed back down, and lowered his head. And so that's good. You know, that's what we want. That's that thinking process. You know, that's what we've been working on, getting into his mind where he thinks through this stuff rather than just blindly reacts. That's what we want this horse to be able to do, is just, you know, something happens and we want him to think through it. We want him to think, okay, what have I experienced in the past that helps me understand how to handle this? And you know, like right there, he's lowering his head, he's relaxing, showing signs of relaxing right there. That's really good. We're gonna kind of do the same thing, just at the trot. Find him. When I want him to stop, he stops and gets soft to me. Here we go again. We're just gonna kind of work on this follow the fence a little bit, where I want to stay at this trot and have him follow this fence around. He started speeding up, trying to run off there. So I just got him soft, stopped him and got him soft again. We went and we're going again. Want him to trot pretty loose like, and just keep following this fence. If he goes away from this fence, I'm gonna bring him back. This is starting to work on our steering and him coming up here to this fence, a place that, you know, makes a bunch of noise. There's things sitting up over here, so starts working on that. Those fears he has, taking the direction we're asking him to go, and kind of jumping into the fear. So he has to face those fears. So this is good right here, you know. It's I may just kind of change directions on him a little bit right there. You know, he's kind of, some of that, instead of paying attention to what he's doing or where he's going, he's too concerned with me being behind him. So just kind of changing directions. You know, this horse, we've kind of had to do some things that are different, just to to get him to move forward in his progress and his training. He's one of those that are pretty advanced type horse. I want him to stay at this trot and just follow this fence around here. You know, when he gets to doing this real well, then we'll start doing it at a lope and just spin miles at that lope. Because that's what he needs. He needs to spin miles at a lope and get to where he spends so much time going somewhere that he figures out he'd rather just relax and come back to us. Now that's just gonna take a long time. Up miles. I'm training. I'm kind of just changing directions on him a little bit. When I come to these corners, just get him thinking about something else a little bit more. He hears that wind on my hat, gets concerned about it. But he didn't pick up speed that time, so that was good. He's thinking through it, process. Swerves off this fence line. I'm gonna take him back to it. All of this stuff is gonna get him thinking about what we're wanting him to do, rather than just being reactive or doing his own thing. This is a big thing for him, staying at a controlled trot when he grabs himself and he wants to run off, but he chooses not to. So that tells us that he's finally starting to think and process. That's been a big thing for him. Hasn't been a very, a natural thing for this horse. Was to think, and that was contrary to his whole way of believing. And so what I'm saying is, he's been a highly reactive horse, has not wanted to think about anything. So this just him staying at this controlled trot while not running around or running off, showing the progress he's made in being a, just starting to think about things and processing, getting that thinking side of his brain to grow bigger, and we're getting that reactive side of his brain to shrink. Let's turn around and go this other way. See, he's protesting a little bit. He's like, no, I'd rather just not do that. We're having to kind of coax him a little bit. So he'd rather go back to the barn with his friends, rather not do what we're wanting to do right here. But on our groundwork, I've rested him quite a bit over here in this other end of the arena. And so trying to make it to where it's not as scary for him. It's good over here. There's a lot of birds, a lot of things over here that he didn't want to, wants to get away from. So this is good. He's really thinking about getting away from this stuff over here, so I'm gonna pull him around, have him face it. And have him get soft and relax over here. That's good right there. So for Apache, for this week, that kind of shows that was the first time we've kind of gone all the way around the arena, gone all the way over there. You know, he stayed collected, he stayed controlling himself, wasn't running off, being stupid. So, said it's taking some time to get that thinking side of his brain to function, but we're slowly making progress on it more and more every day. So that'll be our video for him for this week, just showing his progress. We look forward to catching you on the next one.